Hello, you're very welcome to Plant of the Week. This week we're going to do a hydrangea, and I think everybody probably knows what a hydrangea is. We see it in various gardens around the place. The one we're probably most familiar with is Hydrangea macrophylla, but the one I want to talk to you about this week is different. It's Hydrangea quercifolia. So it's got the same plant family, Hydrangeaceae, so it's got its own plant family. The genus is Hydrangea, and the species is quercifolia. Quercifolia simply means oak life. Quercus is the Latin binomial name for oak, and folia just says foliage. As I've said to you in the past, this isn't perfect classical Latin, it's just kind of pidgin Latin, but we know exactly what it means. So quercifolia means oak-like leaf, and the leaf does look like an oak if you see the Hydrangea quercifolia. Beautiful plant. It really is a lovely, lovely plant. Now, what it has, interestingly, is the flower is like a panicle. So it comes up almost like a how would I say? It's an upside down vase. Is what it looks like, and what you'll get is early in the season the flowers are a very light green. As you get closer to it, and you're saying this isn't white, it's green, and it's beautiful, very, very light green. And as the season goes on, the flowers actually turn pure white. And then this time of the year, you still have the show of the flowers, except they're more autumn colours. And the autumn colours that it gets are the darker autumn colours. So it'll be purples, browns, dark reds, that kind of colour, rather than the bright yellow, reds, bright red, showy colours of other autumn plants. And I'll go throw a little video up as well, explaining how plants colour up in the autumn. There's a lovely, interesting science behind it. Anyway, Hydrangea quercifolia changes through the seasons as it's going along. The real beauty of it then, of course, is as it comes into this time of the year, you can cut the flowers because it needs to be trimmed back. Now, be very careful when you're pruning it. It doesn't like to be pruned, but you can cut the flower heads off. And over the winter, they'll dry out in your house, and they will provide a lovely backdrop. If you had it in a vase with some other flowers around it, it provides a backdrop to the other flowers, and it can look really spectacular. Or even just have it on its own as a dried flower head. It looks really lovely. So it's a versatile plant in that respect. Grow it outdoors. The size is roughly 1.5 meters. So what's that? 4 feet to 6 feet in height. 1.5 to 2 meters, roughly that kind of height to it. Ideally, it will grow in its ideal conditions. It will grow in good soil with the proper alkalinity, and it will grow in full sun or in shade. But the ideal conditions for it are in dappled shade, so like at the edge of a woodland, or under, not directly under the crown of a tree, but on the edge of the crown of a tree. If you have a border there, then the shade is kind of dappled, or the sun is getting dappled as it goes on the plant. That's the ideal position for it. So a versatile plant. Watch out for the soil, though. It doesn't like alkaline soil. So, and the reason it doesn't like alkaline soil is it will grow for a while, and what will happen is your leaves will go yellow. The leaves don't have I'm getting tongue-tied now a small bit, but the flowers are not affected by the alkalinity or acidity of the soil. In our most common hydrangea that's grown, Hydrangea macrophylla, you have either pink or blue flowers. Pink flowers if the soil is alkaline, blue flowers if the soil is acidic, and the deeper the acidity, the deeper the blue, and they can be really almost a purple if you get really low acidity in the flower. I prefer the blue one to the I prefer the blue one to the pink one, if I'm honest. There's also another beautiful hydrangea called Hydrangea picnic, which has an umbel of flowers. So in the centre it has this kind of inflorescence, and on the outside it has a circle of flowers. It looks absolutely spectacular. Get that one if you can. But Hydrangea quercifolia is the one that today's recommendation is. It is not a native of Ireland. It is a native of the eastern states of America, Colorado, Alabama, and is actually the national plant or flower symbol of Alabama. You know, in the way the same, we have the shamrock, the New Zealanders have a fern, the Welsh have the daffodil, the Alabamans have Hydrangea, quercifolia, and why not? So get one of them, plant it up, enjoy it. It will give you plenty seasons of colour and interest. Mind it, feed it, look after it, and enjoy it. And I'll talk to you next week for another Plant of the Week.